Shocking! The royal family of Brunei has once again defied tradition. Usually, the Brunei royal family marry their cousins since time immemorial. However, this time, Brunei's Prince Abdul Mateen married a commoner. But is this truly unprecedented in the family's history? And what's intriguing, he did it with his father, Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah's consent. While many people call the wedding a fairy tale, some people have criticized it. So why did the Sultan allow his son to marry a commoner? Why are people criticizing it? Was it really the wedding of the year? Watch the video until the end to discover these and additional details. Prince Abdul Mateen's wedding to Anisha Rosna binti Adam spanned 10 days, drawing members of powerful monarchies worldwide. It kicked off on January 7th with the Khatam Quran, where the bride recited a portion of the Quran. Anisha's elegant white gown and hijab exuded simplicity and luxury, yet hinted at a departure from her usual self. Want to know more? Keep watching for the explanation later in the video. Despite Prince Abdul Mateen's reserved demeanor, he has amassed a significant following on his Instagram account, where he posts attractive pictures of his ripped body. His pictures have made him popular among women, with many calling him the Hot Royal and one of Asia's most eligible bachelors. Although the prince is now no longer a bachelor. Born on August 10, 1991, in Brunei, the Hot Prince is the Sultan's 4th son and 10th child, currently standing as the 6th in line to the throne. Despite his position, his ambition burns bright. He kicked off his journey with military training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst at 18, joining prestigious regiments thereafter. Seeking broader horizons, he delved into politics, pursuing a degree in international politics from King's College London in 2014. Yet his thirst for knowledge persisted beyond graduation. Transitioning into a role alongside his father, he represented Brunei at significant events like the 24th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Malta in November 2015. His humility and dedication earned him a promotion to acting captain in 2016, all while pursuing a master's in international politics from the School of Oriental and African Studies, University of London. Despite his royal status, the Hot Prince remains grounded, ever driven by his passions and pursuits. According to reports, it was around this time that the prince met his person. Curious about who she really is? Keep watching to uncover the details. Prince Abdul Mateen transitioned to the Air Force, completing a 7-month elementary flying training course with the British Royal Air Force by April 28, 2017. He continued his training as a helicopter pilot and proudly received his wings from his father upon returning to Brunei. Not stopping there, he pursued further military training and took on diplomatic duties, representing his father in negotiations and attending events on his behalf. One might wonder if he ever finds time for leisure. Given his packed schedule, it's no surprise that there's scarce information about the prince's dating life. He was just too busy for anything else. However, the prince revealed in 2016 that he is funny and weird in a good way. He also described himself as sweet and simple. Perhaps he was onto something, as he eventually tied the knot with a strikingly beautiful woman. Still, with his hectic agenda, how did he even manage to woo the woman and eventually marry her? And how did they cross paths in the first place? According to reports, the two lovers met when they were in England. Their relationship started in 2018, but it wasn't until 2020 that they became more committed to each other. The Hot Prince is active on social media with his seductive pictures, but not much is known about his personal relationships. He kept his relationship with Anisha quiet. However, people began to guess something was happening between the two when they started attending public gatherings together. When the prince's sister, Princess Fadzila, married in 2022, Anisha was the prince's +1. In 2023, they attended the wedding of another sister of the prince, Princess Azima. That same year, the picture-perfect couple got engaged and the Sultan himself announced their engagement in October 2023. The announcement came as a surprise. Anisha was a commoner. How could the Sultan approve of the relationship? What prompted his approval? Was the marriage arranged by the Sultan? Anisha is not of royal descent. That much is clear, but she isn't a commoner as many people think. Anisha is noble-born. Her grandfather, Pehin Dato Isa, is one of the Sultan's advisors. He is also the founding chairman of the Royal Brunei Airlines, the country's biggest airline. Due to her grandfather's position, Anisha has been linked to the Brunei royal family since childhood. As per a post on the prince's Instagram account, he and Anisha have known each other since they were kids. Interestingly, Anisha's brother is one of the prince's best friends. So, due to these ties, can you see why it was easy for the Sultan to approve of the marriage? Apart from that, the Sultan himself doesn't follow tradition as much. Did you know that he was the 29th Sultan to come from the same family? Indeed, their family was renowned for intermarrying within their own ranks, but he diverged from the royal bloodline when he chose to marry his second and third wife. Prince Abdul Mateen's mom, Mariam Abdul Aziz, is not from any royal family. She was a flight attendant for the national carrier Royal Brunei Airlines before he married her. His third wife, Azrinaz Mazhar Hakim, was a Malaysian TV3 presenter. Now you see why the Sultan himself supports the marriage? He simply isn't concerned, and the fact that Anisha doesn't wear the hijab didn't even discourage him? Perhaps he anticipated that she would adopt it for the wedding and wasn't fazed. Could it be that he orchestrated the marriage? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The truth is the couple have known each other for a while and have a relationship tested by time. Anisha and the prince share more than just love, they share hobbies too. The new princess is passionate about soccer, just like her husband, who not only enjoys playing but has also won trophies in professional polo, following in his father's footsteps. Beyond sports, Anisha has diverse interests. Armed with a degree in economics, she's put her skills to work, co-founding a fashion brand called Silk Collective and a tourism venture named Authentirary. But Anisha isn't all business. She's a culinary enthusiast too, with a family background in restaurants, including her dad's Frattini chain and her brother's The Potato Habit franchise. Cooking runs in her blood, evident in the mouthwatering dishes she shares on Instagram. There's also one last thing Anisha and her family own. They own a dark secret which could affect Anisha's marriage. Speaking of marriage, following the Khatam Quran, the couple celebrated their Istiadat Berbedak, a lavish powdering ceremony, and conducted the Ekad Nikah, even more extravagant. Their wedding culminated in vows exchanged at Istana Nurul Iman, the world's largest residential palace. Despite admiration from fans, critics labeled the ceremony a waste of resources, with some calling it decadence in the face of poverty. However, this wouldn't be the first time the Sultan would go all out for an event. For his 50th birthday, the Sultan spent around $25 million and got Michael Jackson to perform privately for him. The Sultan certainly knows how to spend his money. Do you think his spending is a waste of resources? More importantly, will the lavish wedding create strain for the couple? Both have experienced divorce in their families. The Sultan divorced Prince Abdul Mateen's mom, and Anisha's mom also divorced her dad after years of physical abuse. Will these two learn from their parents' mistakes and make things work, or are they destined to repeat the same mistakes? As the saying goes, the apple does not fall far from the tree. There is also the backlash from the public over Anisha's past. Prior to marrying the prince, she was involved with Dan Bowman. Although their relationship ended long ago, people persist in reminding her of it by continually posting pictures of her and Dan despite her efforts to remove them from her Instagram accounts. Could this potentially impact the future of their relationship? Let's hope not. People already refer to this wedding as the royal wedding of the year, and this extravagant affair certainly lives up to the hype. But it'll be good to wait until the other royal weddings remain for this year before crowning it best wedding of the year. So get ready for a whirlwind of royal weddings. First up, Hughes Grosvenor, the Duke of Westminster, known as the world's most eligible bachelor, is set to marry Olivia Henson on June 7th. With King Charles III as his godfather, the guest list is expected to be nothing short of extravagant. Next in line, Princess Martha Louise of Norway will exchange vows with Durek Verrett in August. Their carefully selected wedding venue, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, promises to add an extra touch of charm to the occasion. Who knows what other idyllic surprises await? And let's not forget about Iman Pahlavi, the granddaughter of Iran's last Shah. Despite the dynasty's overthrow, rumors are swirling about her plans for a spectacular wedding. With all these extravagant affairs on the horizon, the question remains, will any of them outshine the first royal wedding of 2024? It's a royal showdown we won't want to miss. What are your thoughts? Will any of these weddings outshine the Prince Abdul Mateen's and Anisha's wedding? And will the newlyweds be able to break free from generational curses? Share your thoughts in the comments below and remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates.